Good afternoon, everybody, on Black Friday. Got a little bit of Amazon Prime Black Friday football ahead of you today. Hopefully, it'll be somewhat competitive. If it's not, break out your off topics and we'll see what we can discuss going forward. Got a little generic on the scoreboard today. Use the same thing I use for basketball just because I didn't get my other one finished in time. And yeah, that Oklahoma TCU game, they are scoring some points, Sports Cat. Lindsay, how you doing, dear? Nice to see you. Getting ready for the Jake Browning show tomorrow. Pretty excited, or tomorrow, Sunday. Pretty excited about that. Today's game, I just want to see how well, because let's be honest, this Jets team should have a winning record. Their defense is good enough. They've got enough weapons on offense. They should be on the plus side. We know how Miami has fared against teams with winning records. I want to see how they perform against a top tier defense. I really want to see it. Today's game might tell me a lot, especially just the first half. What kind of postseason the Dolphins may have and what they may need to fix for a chance at a Super Bowl or next year. The UC Bearcats 5-0. I haven't got a chance to see them yet, Lindsay. I've watched quite a bit of national games already this year. Not much on the Bearcat side. I haven't seen them play on any of my their name hasn't came up, let's just say that. Tulane and UTSA reaction. Yeah, Sports Cat, you know, bro, that's a little far down the line for me. I like Tulane as a program. Tajay Spears, that plays for Tennessee Titans this year, is pretty awesome. I'm really surprised at this Black Friday thing. I really don't think that. I mean, we'll see how it turns out for the network and whatnot, but it doesn't seem like it's the best of ideas. Here's the topic, because a Dolphin-safe tuna team named the Dolphins is offensive. What's a name alternative to the Dolphins? Oh, come on, Ian. I think the world is way too sensitive about a lot of things. Dolphin-safe tuna. Let's see. That game decides a spot in the American Football or American Conference Championship. Cool. They had two players appeal and win. Appeal and win. What is that about, Lindsay? Jake Browning's an interesting cat. I keep talking about the differences in his career, what happened to him in college, and how he just fell off. Oh, yeah. Uh, I I gotta admit, I'm very sensitive, about how I approach a lot of subjects, but my personal feelings are that people are too sensitive. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. Yeah, I don't think any of those things are meant derogatory, and that people take them as such is, I mean, it's a sports team. The American Indian is an icon of the country that we live in because this was their original home. The fact that we eradicated a race of people, basically, for land purposes, is pretty horrible. So if somebody wants to put their name on a team and pay them some homage, uh, I don't have troubles with it. I think we're a little too sensitive today. Burrow's going to be there, but coaching Jake, I think that's a good thing. Uh, Jake Browning doesn't need any confidence, but he might need a little bit of uh, not. I don't want to say confidence, but direction at times, because Zach Taylor in the press conference said that he really knows this offense well. It's the reason why he's the backup, and he's got an explosive arm. So I know he can throw the deep ball. Like newsflash right now in front of the five of you, uh, Jake Browning is going to throw the deep ball to Jamar. No Cam Taylor Britt or T this weekend. Sam Hubbard is back. I'm stoked about that. Cam Taylor Britt, he's going to be our number one corner for a few years to come. Protect him. He's an asset. I don't think we have much to worry about Pittsburgh's passing game, although they do have a new OC. But we're getting ready to start here today, and the kickoff's getting ready to go. And I'm excited to see if Tim Boyle can do something or if Zach Wilson was just bad. I don't know. We're going to find out right now because the kickoff went through the end zone, and we are underway on Black Friday. And we're going to see Tim Boyle. I think it's his first start in a couple of seasons. It's his fifth season. All starts were with the Lions. His TD to interception ratio, not good. Record as a starter, horrible. His completion percentage, 2 points higher than Zach. So we'll see. The Jets are going to bring it to the line. I love battle. That young secondary they're going to keep drafting for it, and I love it. All right, Boyle's going to start out in the gun, and it's going to start with a safe handoff, and that is going to be to Hall, and he's going to get maybe a yard. My phone is dinging. Got to turn that off today. Can't listen to that. There we go. Robert Zala's high, getting a little pumped on the sidelines. It's 2nd down and 9. Look for this to be a passing play. Let's see if they can get something. I don't think they've got enough for play action here, but we'll see what Tim Boyle does. Don't forget, Trevor Siemian, who was with the Bengals, is on the sideline as QB2. It's a pitch to Hall. Hall's going to try to get the edge. He does. He's going to get really close to a first down. He's going to bring up 3rd and about 2, maybe 3. I got to see how that worked too, by the way. Hang on. Uh-oh. That wasn't good. It's not going to give me my – okay, there we go. And there is a completion for a first down, but there is a flag on the play. Not sure what that penalty is going to be. Sorry, I was just making some adjustments here. Looks like I can't hear anything, so it's going to be offsides on the defense. It would have been a first down either way. But the Jets get their first down of the day. That was Seiler offside. There's Hackett from the coach's box upstairs calling plays today. All right, it's 1st down and 10. Ball's at the 38. They're going to go play action. He rolls, throws a screen pass, and it's overthrown as pressure was coming. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Also, if you're hanging out in the chat today, please note that Sportscat, the ultimate agent of Turkey, is dropping your college football scores today. Yeah, Simeon is technically QB2 today. Zach Wilson was bumped all the way to the bottom of the chart. Oh, And Hall is going to be taken down for virtually no gain or a loss there. I didn't see where he kind of got hit. I got a football game over here. I got a football game right here. And then I got you guys right here. Let's see the play. Phillips came in off the edge, and he is going to basically just swallow up Breece Hall in the backfield. Here's the 3rd and long. This is what the Jets did not want to be in today. So this is a passing down for Boyle. Let's see what he's got. Back to throw. Has time. Dumps it out. It is complete, but it's only going to be for about 3 yards, and the Jets will have to punt. That was Bradley Chubb on the stop, I believe. So the Jets did get a first down. And we will see the fish on the field for the first time. The Miami Dolphins. We'll get back to waiting for the snap here. There it is. Kick is away clean. Hits a nice fair catch is called for at the 15 and caught there by Braxton Berrios. What I was talking about earlier was this is that type of game for Miami because Tua Tagovailoa has not, or this Miami team has not had a win against a winning record this year. So this Miami or this Jets team probably should have a winning record. They've got a top 5 defense. I want to see how Miami responds on offense if they can put up numbers against this team early on. I know in the second half this defense is going to wear out. More than likely they'll score more points then. But the first half, I just want to see how it rolls out. I have a feeling that we're going to have a very low-scoring first half. If I was to have bet today, that's what I would have bet on. Yeah, Sports Cat, we got a very, very diversified group of followers in here, if you want to put it that way. We've got, we'll just go down. We got Jaguars and we have Dolphins. We've got Bengals, Chiefs, Panthers, San Francisco 49ers, Carolina, or Arizona Cardinal followers, several Chiefs. There's so many, Bills, Patriots. It's just we've got such a quirky group of folks in here. It's awesome because everybody has their favorites, and you just kind of know who everybody likes, and so you try to do a little research so that you have a tidbit for them. I think it's really strange that we came in here primarily on Bengals and Chiefs, and with a little bit of Indiana basketball mixed in, and we ended up with such a broad group of people. It's really cool. Yeah, that's the game I'm watching, Sports Cat. I'm watching the Miami Boston College game while Amazon Prime is going to run their 4,000 commercials today. Did anybody venture out this morning for Black Friday shopping? I drove by Walmart. I saw what that looked like. No, thank you. Now, there's Aaron Rodgers still over there on the bench coaching Zach Wilson up. That takes a lot. There it is. And he's going to be – and the Jets defense are going to get Mostert in the backfield right off the get-go for a loss. That's Quinnen Williams with the tackle. What's up, Maddie? Imagine what the Jets would be if Rodgers didn't go down. Say what you would. He's a good quarterback. They have excellent pieces on offense. We know that D can do. Don't forget about them Hoosiers, baby. Absolutely. Them Jets had a chance to have a very special season this year, and it was just ruined 4 plays into the season. Honestly, who knows what the season would have looked like. but they had it put together for something really amazing. And there was a penalty on that play. I'm not sure what the penalty was, but it looks like it's going to fall on the Jets for unnecessary roughness, maybe after that takedown. Who knows? Don't let your tempers get the best of you. Having friendly banter with opposing teams fan, yeah, most of the time. But the problem gets to be is that when you have idiots that show up that are just want to push buttons and be disrespectful, and that's where it gets. Well, that's where anybody that mods in here, or we don't really let it go that far. So friendly banter is awesome, man. That's the best part about sports, right? All right, two is under center. It is 1st and 10. Ball's out to the 26. They're going to go play action. He's looking down the field. He's looking to fire it. He checks it down, and there's a fumble on the field, and Raheem Mostert picks it back up, but I think he controls it, and that's going to be a gain of about 4 or 5 there, it looks like. Yeah, Sports Cat, that's why tomorrow I'm still, if I make it home in time, I'm not even sure that was a catch. I love the idea of being in here for a Big Ten football game, especially Ohio State and Michigan. But I had their fan set twice, and it's not very nice. Not sure. Is that Oregon State football game, dude? I think State has a good opportunity to win that game. By the way, I'm not positive. Sports Cat. What time does that game kick off tomorrow, Lindsay, or Sports Cat? That was a really nice catch by Bond from BC in the corner of the end zone while being basically held. Noon tomorrow. The possibility is getting that I'll make it home in time. I'm going to try. I'm going to make everything up tonight just in case. Boston College is really what the heck kind of Sports Cat? Watch this Boston College play. What the heck just happened? All right, here they go again. This is a weird play. Out of bounds. Yeah, the Big Ten West is a disappointment, Sports Cat. Just going to say that right now. There is nobody out there. All the good teams are in the East. Why are the commercials so long today for this football game? And that was an incomplete pass. Call was reversed. Very good hands by the Jets defender on that. Probably saved him 5 yards there. So it's now 2nd down and 10. Quite a Jets fans look a little excited right now while it's still 0-0. I see a lot of turquoise in the stands as well. Tua is going to start under center here. Hill is in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. He tries to get the edge. He gets outside, but has nowhere really to go. Gain of 2. Tyreek Hill gets 2 yards out of that. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 8. 11 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Really excited to see how the Jets are going to play on defense this whole game. Can they get ahead enough to help them win a game? He throws deep. He's got Tyreek, and he's got it all the way down to the 35-yard line. And Tyreek comes up kind of gimp. He's got his shoestrings dangling, and he's coming off the side of the field right now. See where the injury takes place. Oh, when he tackled him, he slipped down to his foot and his right ankle turned. 1st and 10, ball's inside. Positive territory. There goes Waddle on the jet sweep, who's going to get about 8 yards and just a little bit more. Yes, Lindsay, we still have Monday Night Football next week. I think they have the ability to flex that out if they so choose. I don't know if they will or not. It's funny that his shoe came untied on that play. Second down and 2. And he's going to drop it out, and the pass is going to fly a little bit wide there. The intended receiver was Smythe, and bring up 3rd down and 2. I don't think Miami's offense can afford to lose Tyreek Hill, honestly. They look much different without him on the field, but he is back out there now. They got him taped up. And Miami's going to burn a timeout here. $9:31 left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, that's the good thing about watching some of these games, Sports Cat, is they always bust in highlights really quick. They're talking about your American Championship game. All right, here we go. Big 3rd down. Jets want to hold them to no more than a field goal here. There's the snap. He's going to flip it out to Tyreek, who's got a 1st down and more. He's inside the 20, down to the 10, almost to the 10-yard line. Quick little screen pass there to Tyreek, and the Dolphins get another 1st down. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Ball is at the 11. They're going to flip it out. That's probably Raheem Mostert, who's going to try to get the edge and get about 4 or 5 yards out of that. The University of Ohio Bobcats get the win over the Akron Aces today, 25-14. Second down and 4. He got 6 on that play. All right. Tua gets set in the gun. There's the toss. There goes Mostert to the outside. He breaks one tackle. He gets hit by Quinnen Williams and bounces forward for about a yard. It's going to bring up third and about 3. The Jets cannot afford a touchdown, honestly. If they go down by more than 7 points, I think it's going to be a huge hill for them to climb. So right here is real important to hold them to a field goal. Got to have that bend, not break. Tua's back to throw. Looks. He's going to step out. He's got room to run. Here comes pressure. He gets hit and gets stopped by Whitehead about 2 yards short of the first down. And it brings up a 4th down situation, and Mike McDaniel looks like he is not putting on his kicking unit. He's calling a play. Tua stays on the field, and here goes the play clock down to 22. Here we go, 4th down. This is so huge in this game. I hate to say it, but in the first quarter, this is absolutely a big play. It is going to be 4th and 2. I kind of get the feeling that they're not going to go. Oh, he snaps it. He's back to throw. He throws the fade, and it is incomplete in the end zone for Tyreek Hill. Sauce Gardner with the coverage, and the Jets are going to get the ball back inside their own 5, but that is okay. They do not give up any points. The Jets D holds on 4th down. I completely disagree with McDaniel's call to go for that because 3 points against this Jet, you might only need one more score to win the game. Man, a little bit of excitement here in this first quarter. Now the Jets really do need to gain some yards here to gain a little bit of field position back so that that their defense has an opportunity for a stop if they cannot, go down the field and score. But man, that was pretty impressive. Kind of disagree with Mr. McDaniel there. I see his point. 7 might win the game too, so I mean, I am telling you that Amazon is pouring on the commercials for this Black Friday game. They're dropping like 5-second fast commercials pretty quick, one right after the next. And they are still taping up on Tyreek. So I'm not sure how bad that is. It must hurt. And Tua's gashed. Just look at that, his cut on his arm. Ugh. All right. Here comes Tim Boyle starting at the 5. He's going to go play action. He's looking downfield. He's going to flip it out. Saves the safety. That is not a fumble. That is an incomplete pass. That's an incomplete pass. All right. Took them 35 seconds to figure out something that we all seen. So that was dangerous. Alex's 3 interceptions. That was really close to being one right there. 2nd and 10. Probably going to be safe and run the ball here. Hands it off. There goes Breece Hall, who has nowhere to go. So at this point, this Miami defense knows that they're not going to throw it on them. They'll probably stick tight man, and they're going to pound the run. They're not going to let him run the ball. He's going to have to throw his way out of this jam he's in right now. I'd be blitzing. Blitz that boy. All right, there's 5 on the play clock. There's a snap. He's back to throw. He has time this time. He dumps. He checks it down. He's going to get it out. So that's Conklin, who's going to be about a yard short of the first down, make it 2. Pick up 8 on 3rd down. And here we go with the punt. All right, Morstead stands at the goal line. Here comes the snap. Kick is up and clear. Settles in about the 36, makes the catch. Here he comes. Gets all the way out to about the 44 before he gets tackled. That is Braxton Berrios. They are having fun in Miami. All right, Tua is going to start out in the gun again. This Jets D has been on the field an awful long time this quarter. Ball's at the 44. There's a snap. The pitch is going to be out. I think that's Achane for his first carry after coming back from IR. Or let's see. No, that's Cedric Wilson. I'm sorry. It is going to be 2nd down and 7. He got a total of 3 on that carry. All right, Tua sets in the gun. He's going to play action, looking to throw it downfield. He lets it go, completes it. That is number 81. Just a little crossing route from the tight end position. And that is a first down for the Dolphins. Yeah, 76 would be nice. It's cold today. First and 10. There's the pitch back. There goes Wilson. He's going to get a first down and then some. Nice run there by Wilson. It's going to be another first down for the Fins. What's up, Mark? How you doing, bro? First and 10, ball is at the 31-yard line. Tua is under center. He's going to pitch it back to Wilson. Wilson's going to try to get the edge, and he's going to get 4 or 5 yards. This Jets defense is slowly wearing out, and we're only in the first quarter because Miami is relentless at pounding the ball. And they have 2 Wilson Juniors on this team. I guess one is Jeff and the other is Cedric, I'm thinking. Jeff would be the running back. Cedric would be the wide receiver that came over from Dallas last year. There it is. He's going to go play action. He bootlegs it. He's going to get it out to Tyreek, and Tyreek is going to go out of bounds a yard short of the first down. It's going to be third down and about 1. Is that Arizona State, Mark? All right, there he goes. Tua drops the pass off, and it's almost picked off. He was trying to dump it out really quick for the tight end as he had a lot of pressure in his face there and just about threw an interception. It is 4th down and 1 again, and here goes McDaniels. He's thinking about it, and he sends Sanders out on the field for the field goal chance. Tell me how you really feel, Mark. All right, kick is up, and it looks good. The Fins are going to get on the board first today, 3-0. And McDaniel wanted to go for it there, but seeing as that, coaches that are a little too risky early in games are on the hot seat right now. We just had Jack Del Rio and their secondary coach from the Washington Comanches fired this morning as they took a beating yesterday in Dallas. And I think you're going to start seeing a little less patience from ownership going forward with some of these teams. Brandon Staley's on the hot seat tomorrow. If they lose that game tomorrow, I was surprised that they didn't let him go this week, but I'm pretty sure he'll be let go next week. Also, Matt Canada got the axe this week as the OC in Pittsburgh. Now we will find out if Kenny Pickett was the problem or if Canada was the problem. There's a lot of things about that offense in Pittsburgh that could be done a little bit better because teams were just teeing off on Najee. I have no idea how Staley still has a job. Mark, I couldn't agree with that anymore. I can't figure out for the life of me. He had such a revolutionary type of mind for the game of football on the defensive side, but as a head coach, he absolutely blows. 69-38. Nice. That Oklahoma TCU game is something else. Yeah, Sports Cat, I got your Tulane UTSA game on right now. I'm just going to kind of keep my eyes on that while we're playing. while we're watching commercials on Amazon Prime today, as they're trying to really boost sales based on this football game. Should have known. I should have absolutely known that this is the way this would have played out. What'd you guys think of the bottle caps on the logo today on for the logos today for the thumbnail, or did you see them? Strangers in the house? Who day? Yes, sir. Jake Browning on Sunday, bro. All he's got to do is put up 20 points and we can win. Got to say that you're going to see him throw the long ball tomorrow or on Sunday as well. He is going to let it go downfield. They are going to challenge that Steeler secondary. Flips it out. There's a fumble in the backfield by Breece Hall. He picks it back up, reverses his field, and gets tackled for a loss. Yeah, it's been one battle right after the next, but probably one of the better young rosters in the NFL. I'm still hoping for a 9-7 record, honestly. There's a completion out to Garrett Wilson, who's going to get about maybe 6 yards on second down and bring up third and about 9. And this should end. They might have to run one more play. Jets offense last week at Buffalo. 3rd down and 10. Here comes the snap. They're going to have to run one more play in this quarter. Wait a minute. And there's a penalty on the Jets. So they stopped the clock with 6 seconds to go. They're going to move them back 5 more yards, which is not good. I feel the exact same way on that statement. If they can't come out and win tomorrow, I would just assume them lose every game the rest of the season. Hate to say it, but that's the way I feel. Play their young guys, let them get some experience, protect your veterans, and try to make it to next year healthy. And that is the end of the first quarter. Dolphins still hold the lead 3-0. Mark, I think both Alex and I picked the Cardinals tomorrow or Sunday as well. And I even forget who they're playing. But I know I picked them. Oh, the Rams. I bet it's the Rams are playing tomorrow. Yeah, it's funny how certain teams and games end up either one way or the other. It's never, it's either last play of the game or it's a blowout. And the AAC championship game is underway, just for those of you. I'm telling you, these commercials today are god awful. So many of them. It's got to be because it's the Black Friday game, right? It has to be. Alex is very lucky to be at work. All right, 3rd down and 15. I want to see if Boyle can throw something downfield. He's only really just barely checked it down, or for a 3 or 4 yard pass. It's back to fire. He dumps it, and it's right there for Breece Hall. Miami knows it's coming. He gets tackled for a loss. Loses 3 on the play. And here comes the punt team once again. Can't imagine, but you got to think that they planned it this way on purpose. That's the main reason to have a Black Friday game is you can make a bunch of ad revenue. You can buy the rights for a bunch of money to the NFL. A lot of money changing hands, which means that we're going to see a lot more stupid commercials. And we're getting more commercials now, even after the kickoff. Fair. It is cheap compared to a Super Bowl ad. But ads on the biggest shopping day of the year, and you're watching the game on probably the sales website that will generate the most revenue today, probably a good bet that Amazon made a ton of money today. And he's going to get about 5 yards on a first down run for Raheem Mostert. There's a good old number jet to remember, Curtis Martin, number 28. Joe Namath. That Oklahoma TCU game, 114 points. Jesus. There's a handoff to Mostert. He's trying to get the edge. He's going to be cut off, and he's going to be tackled for no gain. I still think Black Friday, I don't know. It's hard to say. They're getting so many ads in that they may have charged a cheaper rate, but we won't see an Amazon Prime game on Monday. So maybe they're putting their Cyber Monday ads. I haven't listened to a commercial yet. I just kind of watch them. And Tulane strikes first in the AAC. There's a flag on the play, and Tua drops it out for a first down into Jet territory to Jalen Waddle. And he got hit in the hip. That's going to be a defensive penalty and declined. Looks like that's on Quinnen Williams. Anybody got a bet or a guess on how long the Tim Boyle experiment lasts for the Jets before they try something different? Tua rolls out, drops the pass off. It's incomplete. Tyreek loses it as it was a little behind him. All right, 2nd down and 10. There's a handoff, and he's going to bust through for 6 yards on 2nd down. Raheem Mostert. Dang, Mark. See, I'm kind of pulling for Oregon State tonight. I feel like that could happen. That in-state rivalry game last week of the regular season in college football, that game could be lit, dude. 3rd down and 5. Tua's back to pass. He's looking over the middle. He throws it complete, and that's to Wilson. I believe that's Jeff Wilson, who gets the 1st down and keeps this drive alive. And I noticed that this Jets defense is starting to stand around with their hands on their hips between plays, as I'm pretty sure they're getting tired of losing. First and 10, ball is at the 32. Hands it off. There goes Wilson. He's going to break down to about the 30, gain of about 2 yards. You can see it, right? You can just see that being on the field for these long periods of time, Mike McDaniel's not trying to come out and just dominate with 40-yard passes. They're trying to completely break this team's will to compete in the first half. Short dips and dunks, only going downfield when they need to, and just wearing them out. Second down 7. Trickery there ends up being in the hands of Mostert, who's going to get about a yard and a half. I don't even know what to call it. There was a lot of fake handoffs and then a jet sweep type of play. Jets D has been admirable thus far. Nothing on offensive end of the ball yet. And there is a timeout on the field. Yep. 3rd down and 6. Headed to another commercial break. The winner today is Amazon for all the money they're making on commercials. Dave thinks that the Jets need to fire Saleh. They might end up firing him, but I don't know that they necessarily need to. And good to see you today, Dave. How was your Thanksgiving, bro? Did you eat a lot of that good stuff or not so much? He needs to be the Packers defensive coordinator. Okay, I see your logic now. Tulane just gets an interception against UTSA, and they've got the ball back in positive territory. There's the long throw down the field, and that is caught by Jalen Waddle. Nobody tackles him, and he is tackled inside the 10 on a 3rd and 6 play. Man, I am telling you what, I don't know how Tyreek gets that, or not Tyreek, how Tua gets some of these balls in there, But that ball there just should have been picked. I cannot believe he did not get to that ball. Oh, because he went for the tackle instead of the pick. There's the handoff. And that's going to be Mostert for a gain of 1. I think the city of New York might run him out of town this year if they don't make the playoffs. Run him out of town. Let Nathaniel Hackett be the head coach for Aaron Rodgers, and you can have your DC. Get him out of the AFC. Tua's back to pass. He fires. It's complete to Tyreek, and he's going to walk into the end zone for a touchdown. And that might be all the points. That might be all the points that Miami needs to win this game today by halfway through the second quarter. Absolutely, because I don't think Buffalo's going to win in Philadelphia, honestly. Extra points up and good. 10-0. Yeah. I think they'll be competitive in Philadelphia. I just don't know that they can win that game. They've been so inconsistent, and whenever Josh Allen feels like he needs to play hero ball and throw 40-yard bombs is when he starts throwing interceptions. I don't know. It's really tough to figure that team out. They got all the pieces to be to win that division. They're not gonna. Is a more outgoing Jay Cutler, or maybe not as, or maybe not as. I think Brett Favre is a very good comparison as where they're going to be statistic wise if he's around that long. That looks like a fumble, and it looks like that's a fumble picked up by UTSA. He's going back the other way with it. And just as quickly as the game turned one way for UTSA, it went back the other direction. And as Tulane's quarterback got his arm hit when he was getting ready to throw the ball. Oklahoma beats TCU 69-45. That result eliminates K-State from the Big 12 title. That might be a forward pass. I can't tell. I'm still upset about Jordan Travis getting injured for Florida State. I guess he's now this year's Hendon Hooker. Going to drop down in the draft a little bit further. Somebody's getting a lightning quick guy if he comes back as fast as he was when he left. Oh, that's so close. Tyreek's wife. Why all of a sudden, since we've seen Taylor Swift, now do we see guys' wives in the stands every week? Yep, see, there we go. All right, ball. It's 1st and 10 for the Jets at the 25. They need to score. They need to do something. There's Brees Hall. He's trying to get the edge. He does. He's at the 30, the 35, out of bounds after a first down. And that'll be a 10-yard gain for Brees Hall. Somebody's honking going by the house. Next week, the Packers are going to put Taylor Swift in the top row of the stadium. Revenge for Jordan Love's mom. All right. 1st and 10. High snap. Boyle throws it out. It's tipped up and almost picked off. Woo! They have this offense completely red right now. They know exactly what they're doing out of the huddle. I wonder if they've got University of Michigan's camera people working for them. He jumped in that play like he knew exactly where it was going. 2nd down and 10. He's got to go downfield with something. He cannot keep throwing the same passes. And he throws the screen. That is, or the check down to Brees Hall, who's going to get 7 yards on that play. Sports Cat, there's so many bowl games now that it's not even a thing anymore that impresses me that you get to make your bowl eligible. 3rd down and 3. This is the closest the Jets have been to midfield. UTSA just scored a touchdown. Back to throw, looking, steps out. He's going to be sacked. Big loss there. Miami's going to get off the field. Doing the funky chicken there. Christian Wilkins with the sack, I think is his name. I don't know, Sports Cat. I always seem to be just looking at about the top 25. I feel like there should be 15 total bowl games. Oh, I got to stretch. Oh. And college football is exciting. It's just that it's hard to say. There's certain, like, I like watching the Big Ten, the ACC, sometimes the Big 12, and then the SEC. But after that, I'm not that big into college football. And once you get so far west, I generally don't have much interest either. 2021, there was 83. 2022, there was 81. There's only 7 teams or 70 teams right now that have 70 win or 6 wins or more. 3 teams just lost their 7th game today. Yeah. I just think they ought to make that number a little bit higher, right? To go to a bowl. All right, and we are finally back from commercial. 6:09 to go in the first half, and then we go to some some play-by-play up here in the booth. Herb Street and McGuire today. Sup, mostly? Saw you ain't missed a whole lot. All right, 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off. There goes Wilson. He's going to bust through the hole for about 4, maybe 5 yards. We've seen this Jets defense play admirable. Just can't quite stop them. And now they're starting to wear out because Miami's consistently running the ball. Yeah, that's exactly it. I think there's too many bowl games. I think it's too much of a cash grab. And now watching a bowl game doesn't mean something. When I was a kid, when the Sugar Bowl or the Cotton Bowl came on, it was a big deal. It was a big deal for the university, big deal for everybody. Now it's like, There you go. Tua fires downfield. It's complete. And that's Jalen Waddle with another big grab as that ball was thrown behind him. But now teams like Nebraska can't just stockpile guys and have to do better scouting. I love the Doritos Fiesta Bowl. I mean, that kind of works out, but yeah, everything is just about how much money they can extract from our pockets. It's not about the athletics, that's for damn sure. There's a handoff. There goes Wilson on the outside, and he's going to get about 3 yards before being knocked out of bounds, but the clock will continue to run. The Capital One Bowl. It's all about the sponsor. I thought Capital One sponsored the Fiesta Bowl. No, that's their Doritos. Shoot, I don't even know. Maybe it is the Fiesta Bowl. And Tua just gets sacked. The Jets finally get to him today on 2nd down. He has nowhere to go with the ball. Thomas gets the sack. Most exciting thing that the Jets have done today. I got to hand it to this Jets defense. They have not quit. Third down and 15. Big chance for the Jets here to get a stop. Tua's back to throw. He throws the screen pass. It's caught by Wilson, who's going to get about 7 yards. It's going to be about 4th and 8, and they are going to have to punt. Why is there games tonight? So today is a shopping day called Black Friday, and they decided to have an NFL game on Black Friday. Don't ask me why. Oh my God, the Jets are desperate for a quarterback. They have pretty much everything else other than a Swiss cheese offensive line, but Aaron Rodgers would make this a much better team. They have no ability to push the ball down the field right now. All right, there's the punt by Miami, and the punter gets hit, and there is a flag. And the ball's loose, and everybody's fighting for it. The Jets come up with the ball, and the punter gets hit, so there's going to be at least a 5-yard penalty incoming for running into the kicker. Oh, he grabbed the face mask too. So they declined the penalty. Yeah, the Jets need some offensive line help. They must have liked the punt because they declined the penalty. If they would have looked at that a little closer, there was a face mask there too, so would have been a little bit better for them. First down and 10. Yeah, there's a false start on the right hand side of the line. Dave, let's say Aaron Rodgers doesn't tear his Achilles. He's still a 40-year-old guy taking a beating. Yeah, he could have went out at any time. I mean, honestly. So nobody really knows that. All we know is that he went out on the fourth play of the season. He might not have lived, he might not have made it through the first quarter of that game. And we would still be in the same situation. First and 15. It's going to drop the pass off. That's a completion. They're going to get about 12 yards. Might be the longest pass play from scrimmage for Tim Boyle. That goes to number 16. Don't know who that is. Catch that here in a second. Makes it a second down and 3. I've heard of A-Rod back soon. I doubt. I'm saying it right now. He may make a thing that he's coming back. He will not take a snap this year. I'm with you, Dave. He cannot play this year. He cannot, will not, should not. Also, let's just talk about history repeating itself. How likely does it look that maybe he gets traded to Minnesota at the end of the year since he took such a team friendly contract for one season up there with the Vikes? How funny would that be? I mean, I know you wouldn't like it as a Packers fan, but it'd be deja vu. I know, dude. The second that he got traded to the Jets, Alex and I was sitting in here just on, talking on camera back and forth one night, and it was one of the first things that we thought of. Does he have a no trade clause in his contract, Dave? Saints fan. I'm sorry. However, Drew Brees said if his shoulder worked, he'd still be playing. So I know, right? Mostly the Vikings once sold the farm for Herschel Walker just to beat the Packers once, and they never played him much again. Vikings are tools. I know, dude. It's amazing. Hey, Dave, I'm so happy for you guys right now because Jordan Love is actually starting to come out of his shell a little bit and play a little bit better. I was just really hoping that the dude wasn't going to be a total bust. And I missed a play, but it looks like we're going to be short of the line to gain. And it's going to bring up third down. That was Dalvin Cook on the run there. That guy hasn't really got a chance to do much in New York this season. I'm not sure what that's all about. Jets has not had a third down conversion since 2 weeks ago. Ooh. Third down and 1. Just a second, Dave. Drops the screen pass. It's caught, but Breece Hall's going to be stopped short of the first down. Jets are going to have a decision here on fourth down, whether they punt or they go for it. Carson Palmer, comparatively, Carson Palmer did not want to play in Cincinnati. Joe Burrow kind of did. But just basic skill set, the two guys are quite a lot alike. I think their careers are going to go in vastly different directions. I mean, as Carson Palmer did get to play for a Super Bowl in Arizona, I believe. But as far as arm talent goes, they're very similar. The way they approach the game mentally, different. Yeah. When he got hurt in that playoff game against Pittsburgh, they say a torn ligament. Like I said, you don't really know. I mean, you don't know. Jets are going to punt here, so they're going to go to halftime with 0 points and 0 third down conversions for a game and a half. I guess they did not make it to the Super Bowl with Carson Palmer. I know his stint with the Raiders went horribly bad. I don't know. I just don't feel like I feel like they have similar play styles, similar players. There you go. I feel like the guys are similar in that aspect, but I feel like they're two totally different people from the mental and the professional side of it. I feel like Palmer was kind of a bitch for nothing for no better term. Now I know his brother is probably one of the premier, uh, quarterback coaches. Yeah, 4 to 6 month recovery. Yeah, so doing a little bit of reading about that ligament stranger, that's a very strange thing because when they repair that repair has to be absolutely perfect for the grip to be correct on the ball. Like for what they would do for you or I that just does basic stuff, they wouldn't care. But it's essential that they get the repair correct on that. Yeah, we'll find out tomorrow, Dave. Honestly, our schedule is still tough. We still got to go play Kansas City, and we play Cleveland again, but they don't have a quarterback either. There's 3 or 4 winnable games on there. Right now, I don't know that we can beat the Jaguars, but there is the possibility of beating Pittsburgh and Cleveland and probably Indy. Other than that, 4 wins, I don't think gets us in the playoffs. I think we need to win 5. Kansas City's got to figure out something with their offense. They've got to get something going other than because Kelsey's brain is somewhere else. Honestly, it seems like, and nobody else wants to catch the ball. Well, the O line's actually been playing a lot better, and I don't want to say they've been doing pretty good. Uh, if you go read about Jake Browning, I think that dude's an interesting cat. I would love to know what happened between his sophomore and junior season in college to see why the drop off on production. But he went from a 34 touchdown passer for one season to 17 the next. That seems like a big drop off. I don't know what he lost. There's an interception by the Jets going down the field, and that is a pick six by Eccles for the Jets as Tua throws one out there like a punk, and the Jets score a touchdown. Oh! Our defense is solid. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm just really curious to what happened to, because he was projected as like a lottery type pick, and then the wheels fell off his last 2 years of college, and that was that. Look, I'm not a Tua guy. I gave Tua credit this year because he could drop passes in, in tight spaces from that stupid float ball. But I'm telling you, I just he doesn't have a strong enough arm to make that throw. Going across his body to the sidelines, I mean, he just floated it. Barrios had no chance. Eccles just undercut that route by 2 yards. Look at that. Oh, boop. See ya. Leo says, "What up, man?" Jets are scoring points the only way they know how, defensively, and they missed the extra point. That's why it's 10-6 still. Well, we're actually less than one score now. And they're going to pooch kick it down to about the 1. That's a pretty nice kick. Of course, they mix the extra point. Absolutely. Flag on the play. Tua's going to mess around and have 3 turnovers in this game, and they're going to lose. You want to talk about making Alex mad? If Tim Boyle gets the win and he has like 37 yards passing. Dave, when you watch Tua, do you see arm strength? I don't. I see a guy that has to get the ball up in the air to get distance. And Tyreek what he does is that he just throws it as far as he can, and Tyreek runs under it. That's about how his deep ball works. Let's see if he can do it again here. Come on, Tua. It's very easily understood why they do not beat good teams. Yeah, Favre was a little bit more of the risk taker. Aaron Rodgers has just got a cannon. All I can see when I look at Tua is a concussion waiting to happen. Do you know that's all I think about every time he takes a shot? When he gets sacked, I worry that he's not getting up. His release time has been the fastest in the NFL this year because he doesn't want to take the chance of getting hit. One more good hit might end his career. And Jalen Waddle is going to get a first down there on 2nd down and 8. There's a snap. He's back to pass. Fires over the middle. Caught. Sliding grab by Waddle again. They're going to get that ball. Another first down. He's going to try to punch it and stop the clock. He's got 13 seconds remaining. I liked watching Brett Favre because he always, he just went out there and left it out on the field every single time. He didn't care if you threw 4 interceptions and the loss. He would just go out there and fire it. All right, 13 seconds to go. Tua's back to pass, looking downfield. He lets it go, and it's caught and stepped out of bounds. About a yard short of the first down by Jalen Waddle. And how good was Chad Pennington's career, honestly? I mean, I guess it was okay. He had a couple winning seasons in New York, so that's probably more than a lot of them can say. All right, 9 seconds to go. Miami's looking for about, 15 yards. I do think that there are NFL throws that Tua can't make. That's what I said about the dude coming out of college. Pennington just, from what I remember about the guy, I don't remember him being a big mistake maker. He just took advantage of what you gave him as a quarterback. Tua's accurate. He just doesn't have a cannon. He's got a catapult. He just kind of lobs it. And there's a pick right there. He just threw another pick. Reed undercut the pass. He can't make that throw, Dave. He cannot throw across his body to the right sideline being left-handed without somebody jumping the route. He can't make that throw. He cannot make that throw. So it's kind of a check down guy, right? Couldn't push the ball down the field, but could take what you give him underneath. Tim Boyle's got 2 seconds. Let's see if they let him throw it up. Miami has 3 back deep. Here he goes. Here comes pressure. He steps up, fires it. He lets it go for the end zone. Here we go. And that one's picked off. Here come the Jets back with the ball. He's at the 20, 25. He gets a block. He's out to the 30, 40, 50. He's got blockers ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10, the 5. He picks it from the end zone. Holy smokes. Can you never believe that? Can you believe that? Robert Saleh is stunned. He knew to take a knee, but let him throw it. Oh. Playing center field. Comes right to him. You could have called PI on that play as the Jets receiver gets tackled in the end zone. But they never call PI on that play. Oh my gosh. All you got to do is tackle the guy. So the turnovers balance themselves out, but the Fish get an extra point, instead of the Jets. And so it's still an 11-point lead going into the half now. Bro, I am losing faith in Tua, though. Bro, that is nuts. Holland takes it in for the touchdown, 100-yard interception return on the last play of the half. Let's just say Alabama QBs for the most part. Well, I guess you can put Jalen Hurts in that conversation, but I don't think he's got a weak arm. Dude, that was absolutely nuts. Absolutely crazy that that happened. That should never happen. Stranger, I'm telling you, they're talking about that's what they've been talking. A lot of people have been talking about. They worked on that long ball this week. I expect to see him to try to go downfield. Well, you're back to the exact reason why Jalen Hurts was a second round draft choice instead of a first rounder. Arm strength was kind of on there, but they basically felt like his legs outweighed his need for arm talent because he was a smart runner and he was mobile. I'm just blown away right now at how that just played out. I expect to see it Sunday. That's all I'm saying is I expect to see them to find a way to challenge Pittsburgh's secondary on a deep throw. That's I feel it. Yeah, Russell Wilson is he feels a lot like Tua. I'll be honest. He can just throw it a little bit further. It's I think it's still there. I think he's got pretty good arm talent. Arms. I'm just sitting there trying to think of any time that I've seen him throw a long ball this year. It's caught. I don't know that one that Scantling dropped in the end zone was pretty tough. Yeah, I'd say that arm strength is probably might be closer to the bottom half of the top 10. I wouldn't say top half. Mahomes is generally a really good decision maker for the most part, I think. I'm not saying that he just doesn't give away games generally. Yeah. And stranger, I just watched Browning throw about a 50-yarder, and it looked pretty solid. It was low on a line. I think I think that generally comes back to usually the guys that are drafted high have that stronger arm. I think that's generally one of the biggest things that they're looked for. I think that's why I think that's probably why he fell to 12 or wherever he got drafted and wasn't a top 5 pick. Justin Herbert's got a cannon. Josh Allen's got a cannon. Josh Allen's got a cannon, but erratic. Those guys are all drafted top 10 for a reason. I guess Zach Wilson has a cannon. I don't get to see that. Hey, Dave, I try to forget about Trubisky's years in Chicago. That was his only good years. I can't even remember how well he throws the long ball. I think what was he like a top? Is he a top 5? Was he a top 5 pick? Because I know Daniel Jones was like a top 6 pick, and I just don't like Daniel Jones. I never have. Trubisky's sitting on the bench. I don't think Kenny Pickett can air it out. He was 2 or 3, wasn't he? Man. I bet Bears fans would almost kill to have those seasons back. Since Deshaun Watson's came back, I haven't seen him unload anything deep that looks good either. Somebody else who I haven't, I'd have to go watch college to see. I haven't, I don't even know what kind of arm Trey Lance has, honestly. Somebody's going to be interested in that cat in the offseason because there's not enough good quarterbacks to go around. Somebody's going to take a shot. Best thing about like CJ Stroud this year is he goes down the field with the ball. He doesn't. These guys all have over a 10-yard average on catch per catch. He throws downfield. He doesn't take the underneath routes very often. I'm telling you, these commercials today have been flipping awful. Lance has all the tools, but doesn't football very well. Yeah, he's more the guy that you draft in the Jordan Love spot. He's more of a project, I thought, but they thought they could develop him with a big arm, and then he didn't fit Shanahan's play, whatever, yada yada yada. And now you get to where he's sitting third string in Dallas. Man, that doesn't sound very good. But there's got to be some tradability there. I'm gonna grab another drink before we start this second half. Be right back. Timing. Let's see what we got here. It is kickoff time. Miami's to receive the second half kickoff. And that one's going to go through the back of the end zone. Uh-oh. Tua starts under center. There's the handoff. It's going to get about 3 yards. Let's go play some football. All right, Tua's in the gun. I'm telling you, don't throw that out route to the right side. Looking down the field, he's going to dump it off, check down, and he's going to be held short of the first down. Brings up third down and about 2. Horrible spot. Third and 3. Jets desperately want to get off the field and get their offense out there to see if they can generate some points. Tua's in the gun, back to throw, looking. He's throwing that deep ball to the right side, and it is caught by Waddle, and that's going to be DPI on Sauce. Something I've noticed about Tua, he likes to throw that 20, 30-yard pass on 3rd and short. Fair, stranger. Fair. See? Then Tua comes back and makes that throw. First down. Going to get about 3 yards, maybe 2. And Wilson's been getting the carries here to start the half. Mostert gets the carry on 2nd down. He's going to get a 3 or 4 there. It's going to bring up 3rd and short again. 3rd and 4. My Gatorade tastes funny today. All right. I look for Tua to take a chance here. Let's go. Back to throw. He gets sacked. Oh my gosh. They came from everywhere. Might have knocked him out of field goal range. If so, they might leave him on the field. Huff comes around the end and just locks him up. Tua is off the field. It looks like they're going to attempt a long field goal here. Looks like it's going to be a 54-yard attempt. Kick is down. It's straight. It looks good. He hit it. Jason Sanders from 54 out extends Miami's lead to 14 at 20-6. I cannot remember the last time the Jets have scored more than 20 in a game, so I would say that pretty much might wrap it up here, but we'll see. McCarthy is a good coach for Lance to work with, though. Look at Aaron Rodgers in college. He had that funky ball position by his ear and looked very robotic. That's a good assessment because I remember that draft, and I remember that was a lot of what was said about Aaron Rodgers. And you're right. He needed some work coming, and look what happened. I mean, you put him in the right system with the right person, and these guys can be developed. That's why this Tyson Bagent, these Division II kids are playing and doing well. Tommy DeVito doing well because some of these guys you can develop. They just have the right skill set. It's in the second quarter of this Tulane UTSA game, and this Malik Hughes has 116 yards rushing already in this game. And I love Tulane's helmets. You're right. Doesn't look like the same guy.
Yeah, just sitting here commenting a little bit about Jack Del Rio being fired. It, it really tells me that they're going to unload the whole coaching staff at the end of the season. But they want to give the fans, I don't know, feed them something now. And the DC and the secondary coach is probably the easiest to let go of based on that performance in Dallas. He's going to take the return out to about the 27. I still can't get over this touchdown return. Yeah, they're going to clear that whole staff. By the end of the season, that whole staff is probably gone. All right. 1st and 10. There goes Breece Hall. He stutter steps, busts through the hole. He's going to get a few yards. The Jets have got to generate some kind of offense. Their longest drive today is 16 yards. Second down and 6. There's play action, and it's blown up immediately, gets sacked. The Niners don't build offenses around quarterbacks. They force quarterbacks to fit their offense. Shanahan's real calculated with what he lets his quarterbacks do, I think. Boyle completes the pass, and that is going to be to Dalvin or Conklin. He's going to get out to the 30, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to have to punt again. You know what I like about the 49ers? Dave says that they just keep going, but if they've got a roadblock, they don't wait it out. If they see something's not going to work, they fix it immediately. They don't just wait it out. If they don't have a better option, they keep throwing something different at it. You can hear the booing. I can't hear it at all. There's a muff punt, and it goes all the way back to about the 13-yard line. Wilson looked at the Jumbotron and smiled. I didn't see that. Now they got commercials during the game. What's up, Panther? As a Carolina Panther fan, what chance do you think that Bryce Young has to be the guy there for the long haul? All right, it's 1st and 10. Ball's at the 8. There's the handoff, and that's Raheem Mostert, and he's going to get about 3 yards. That's the consensus. I wouldn't let him get beat up anymore. He's got plenty of experience from this year. Get a couple new O linemen and go back after it. Panther, that's probably the best thing that you guys can hope for this year. I think that would be the best fit for the rest of your season this year. That's a false start, but they didn't call it. There's a run. He's going to get about 3 yards. Yeah, not all rookies go out and play like C.J. Stroud has this year. You'd like to think you could. All right, 3rd down and 3. Tua's in the gun. Here we go. Pick 6 time. Tua, pick 6. Throw it. No, he gets it complete. And that is a 1st down to Tyreek at the 20. Right now, I'm not hating on Tua or Miami or the Jets. I want to see something make this a little bit closer. So I'm kind of hopefully can will it to happen. It's almost at that point where Pizzle can get a little bit comfortable with his Dolphins. All right. 1st and 10, ball's at the 20. Flips it out. There goes Mostert. He's got a lane. He's going to get about 8 yards on 1st down, make it 7. Second down and 3. Play action looking, and he just throws it at the feet of his tight end because here came the rush. Wonder how much them tickets are for the Jets games. And who's got the ball? It's Tyreek round the outside. Northwestern versus Colorado. Colorado is not making a bowl because they don't have a coach. I think Deion's going to be fine if he stays in Colorado for a few years. I just don't like how he did the HBC colleges by just bailing like that. There's going to be about 4 yards on 1st and 10. And dude, I've seen the other day because when Alex and I are doing picks, I always look at the lowest price tickets, starting at, and Carolina is usually at the bottom. But if I paid this much money to watch the Jets play this year, and this is what I saw, I'd be finding me fans of the other team to sell those tickets to, for real.
2nd and 7. There's the handoff. He's going to barrel forward, and Wilson's going to get close to the first down. It might be 3rd and 2. Yeah, it's about 3rd and 2. Wow. All 5 are Dolphins. Tyreek Hill hit 22 miles per hour. Devin Etienne hit 21.93. Man, that's tough. Starting at $60. Yeah, these people are like, I feel bad for even selling them. There's a first down run, even though he gets knocked back by Raheem Mostert. It's obvious that Mike McDaniel likes speed in his lineup. There's the handoff. They're going to continue to run it with Mostert. It's going to get into positive territory, but just barely. Miami is doing everything they can to wear this defense down. That tells me that they know that this defense is good. Second and 9, flips it out. There goes Mostert. He tries to get the edge. He's going to be tackled for a 1-yard loss. Yeah, Panther. I think the Jets unis look pretty good, honestly. Didn't reset my scoreboard. Apologies. 3rd down and 10. Gonna make Tua throw the ball. Throw that pick six. Throw that pick six. Nope. Dumps it down, checks it down to Mostert, who's got nowhere to go. Miami's gonna have to punt. Are you kidding? A flag? Oh, the face mask. I thought they were going to call a late hit out of bounds there, and I'm like, man. Giving this Miami team another chance is not very smart. That's what I thought. I was going to say I didn't think that the hit came in when it was out of bounds. I thought it was about right, and I was wondering what the flag was. All right, they're going to hand it off again. Here comes Wilson around the edge. He's going to get about 8 yards on first down, running really good. He's having some conversation there with C.J. Mosley. Quinnen Williams is starting to get a little upset. Tempers are starting to flare a little bit.
All right, 2nd down and 2. And there is a false start on the right tackle. That would be Jackson. What's up, Mickey? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday, my friend. Good to see you. There's a snap. There's another check down pass to Tyreek, wide receiver screen, whatever you decide you want to call it. But he is not confident going down the field right now. Hello. Happy BBC Friday, people. What's up, Ron? All right, 3rd down and 3. Tua's in the gun. He's going to go with the hand. No, play action. He rolls, fires downfield, and it's caught by Tyreek, who is wrapped up by Reed. And that is 1st and goal, I believe. And that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Do I know who Ron Jeremy is? The actual Ron Jeremy? Yes, I know who he is. This Ron Jeremy, I have no clue. We'll just affectionately say hello, Mr. Ron. Hope you're doing well. We don't need to get into discussions about his career or anything. I knew it was coming. Thanks, Sports Cat. Tulane's running back's been killing it. Alex says Tim Boyle sucks. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Hello, fake porn star. It's getting saucy today. Getting a little saucy.
It's all good. There's the handoff. He's going to bust inside. He's going to run for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert extends the lead to 26-6. Well, you're about to be at that number, Alex. Extra point is up and solidly through the uprights. 27-6, 15 minutes or 14:55 to go in the game. Mickey's reading from the script. He says, "Here comes the Jets comeback." Yeah, it's the pick six at the end of the half. The 100-yard pick six was a pretty hard to handle. The umpire must have got beat in that scrum. He's got the microphone is up by his eyeball, and he's spitting. UTSA just threw another pick. In case you're curious, Sports Cat. He's saying a lot of words. Do you get personal foul for hitting the official? Oh, here we go. Yep, spitting blood. I thought I saw it. There you go, Alex. Play some games for Sports Cat. Dang. Boom. He lives at mommy's house because he's 13. Oh. Oh, snap. But there you guys have it. Alex is playing games tonight, so maybe she will turn on the stream. I'm sure she will be full of saucy commentary today.
When I was 13, I had 2 mortgages and 3 jobs. Dang, Dave. When I was 13, I had a job. I was the neighborhood lawn care boy. And your mother had been passed away for 45 years when you were 13? Copy. Kids these days don't have no idea how tough it can be, do they, bro? And they're throwing punches and everything in there. Skip Bayless says, when I was 13, World War II had just ended. Evidently, Clemens is kicked out of the game because he's going to the locker room. So is Jackson. Dave's favorite college team is Missouri, Turkey. There's Tim Boyle back to pass. He completes it. It's going to be a first down and about 3 or 4 more after that. That is to Brees Hall. First and 10. He's back to throw again. Fires it downfield, and that's caught by Garrett Wilson right at the first down marker. Jalen Ramsey stops the forward progress. Second down and 1. Boyle's back to pass again. He rolls out. Comes pressure. He steps up. He avoids the sack. He takes off, and he's going to slide down. And that is going to be considered a sack because he was still behind the line of scrimmage. So now it goes from 2nd 1 to 3rd down and 3. Jets have got a chance to make it into positive territory. Back to throw, looks, completes it to Brees Hall, but he's going to be tackled 2 yards short of the first down. It is 4th and 2, and the Jets are going to go for it. Is that an off start or is that false start? Yep, it is. It's going to bring it to 4th and 7. He's going to force the Jets to punt. Nope, Sports Cat, you are the baby. All right, 4th and 7. They leave Tim Boyle out there showing confidence in their quarterback. Set sail for fail. He throws it over the middle, and then it's caught by Conklin for a first down. I think that's what she's saying, Dave. All right, 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz. He gets it out pretty quick. Intended receiver is Conklin and incomplete. Timmy Boyle moving the chains. First time they've been in positive territory today, I think. Back to throw. Here comes pressure. He steps up. Sacked at the 43. Back to throw. He drops the screen pass. Here comes Dalvin Cook. Back to the 50. All the way down to the 42-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and about 3. A lot, Panther. A lot. All right, it's 4th and 3. Here goes Boyle again. Miami should just blitz. They send 4. They get it out. It's complete. It's a 1st down to Garrett Wilson, and they are moving the chains. First and 10. There comes the blitz. He gets it out, and that's going to be completed to number 89. And that's another 1st down for the Jets as they continue to move it down the field, almost to the red zone. Wait a second. Illegal contact somewhere out there. No, he's just holding it. The ref's just holding his hand up in that position because he's trying to figure out what's going on here. That was not a 1st down, by the way. It is 2nd down in inches. He was just short of the line to gain. Now they reset the play clock. Here comes the blitz. He lets it go. It's complete. And that should be incomplete. But if it's not, if it's a fumble, it's Miami's ball. Looks like he was down either way, but still. Third and inches, tush push for Boyle, and he's going to get the 1st down. Missouri's kicker's name is Carl Beavis. I decided that yesterday. Good job, Dave. Way to give him an excellent name. First and 10, Boyle unloads. It's Garrett Wilson, and that's either intercepted or fumbled. I think it's intercepted. And they're going to say incomplete. Garrett Wilson coughed it up. Looks like he coughed it up right into his hands. Let's see if that hits the ground or not. Oh, it did hit the ground. 2nd and 10, drops off the screen pass to Breece Hall.
short gain there as the linebacker was laying in wait for that. We got an injured Dolphin on the field. Looks like Phillips. And he's sitting very awkwardly. Like he's sitting on his left hip, almost laying down, but perched up. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. I'll put a rowdy child in timeout. Yep. Oh. And this must be a serious injury because both teams are out there. Let's see what happened. Did you see his right calf muscle flex? It looked like it, like somebody snapped a rubber band, is what it looked like, if that's what the injury was. Yeah, that's it. It was his calf. It looked like somebody snapped a rubber band, didn't it, Dave? I get really confused on that muscle or the tendon. So it's the tendon that attaches the muscle to the bottom by the bottom of the heel. I got a good picture of it. right? I guess that tendon stretches from the heel up to the calf. That's what it looks like. I mean, that's the best I can explain and where I see. It looks like it attaches. Man, that's gotta blow. For real, and that sounds horrible. But so that muscle's just dangling there at that point after it pops. Oh, what's up, puppet? Happy Thanksgiving, young brother. Hope you're doing well, my friend. All right, 3rd down and 9, and there is I don't know what they're going to call it. It's got to be on the defense. I would assume since he ran past before the offensive lineman moved. They're calling an encroachment. You gained 200 pounds in one day. Man, I have a horrible joke, puppet. So take it in stride. But did you bring your girlfriend home to meet your mom? There it is again. There's another 5 yards. Throws it, and that is incomplete. Just messing with puppet. He didn't come in here enough to mess with. He slipped on the field. Defense, yeah. So that's an automatic 1st down at this point since it was 4 yards. Oh, offsetting penalties. Oh, I'm sorry. Long distance is horrible. I was just messing with you anyway. Bad games tend to make me want to do that. So it's still 3rd down and 4 after the offsetting penalties. Boyle's back to throw. He drops it off to Hall, who's going to try. He's going to get the 1st down. They are inside the red zone, down and out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. So horrible. Okie doke. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 16, I guess. Boyle's going to take a sack. Pocket collapsed again. Second down and 16. 8 minutes to go. Boyle's back to pass. Looking, fires, tipped up and intercepted. Alex is at least going to push her bet at this point.
Dude. Regardless, I still think the score would be very similar no matter who started at quarterback today. But I'm going to tell you right now, Tua looks like ass. Because I've found a throw that he can't. There's a throw that he can't make that he should be able to make, and that's going across his body to the right sideline. Does this game have set to? What is? I don't understand set to. Oh, snap. You're good, Puppet. You're just so good. Puppet thinks he's slick. Yeah, I know, Dave. I'm just going to let it go. Because Puppet, he's challenged. Okay. Miami takes over at the 21-yard line. 7 minutes and 54 seconds to go. And there goes our backup running back. That's A-Chain. Finally getting into the game today, I think. Oh. Puppet clipped it. Good boy, Puppet. Yeah, you're not going to hurt my feelings now. I don't care. There's a handoff. He's going to push forward. Going to get about 2 yards on first down there. The game is so bad that we're just seeing the commentators now and the game kind of in the backdrop screen. Seeing pictures of Mike McDaniel and his family. Second down and 7. There's the snap. Tua hands off. There's a fumble, and the Jets recover it. They got it right back. Uh-oh. Let's see what happened here. Handed it off and hit him in the bottom of his shoulder pad. And that was Evans. I'm sorry, not A-Chain. And that gets the ball back to the Jets. Alex's bet is still in danger. If you just got into the stream today, please smash one of those buttons, thumb up or thumbs down. Once all said and done, leave a comment. Also, down below, you want to join our Pick'em, CBS Sports Line Pick'em challenges in there. There is a link. Also, all our socials are listed in there, plus our Discord. Feel free to join up and hang out anytime.
I would love to see the Jets do something so that I could bust on Alex about Zach Wilson because that's the fun part. I love that they rehashed this commercial with the Chiefs logo on the field. But who are the chefs? Great googly moogly. I watched the old one just for nostalgia. Zach Wilson interception. Are they going to put him in? They ought to let Trevor Simeon play a little bit today. If you're really trying to figure out which quarterback you want to start the rest of the season, you better let them all throw it a couple times. Yeah, Jets defense has been pretty good. I mean, honestly. Ball's at 35. Tim Boyle's back to throw, and he can't connect with Hall as pressure was coming. And I'm got to be honest, that offensive line is full of names that I do not know, which is not good for a quarterback. Boyle rolls out. He's going to take off. He fires. He completes it up ahead. And that is number 16. Can't read his jersey. Brownlee. I do not know who Brownlee is, but Brownlee gets the reception. Brings up 3rd and short. All right, 3rd and 2. Here comes pressure. He fires over the middle. It's complete to his tight end. And that is Conklin, who's been probably the best player for Tim Boyle today. And he runs over a linebacker or a safety that did not get up. And McDaniels is coming on the field again as he sees his guy take a big hit as he made that tackle. And see, there you go. Trying to take down a big guy, lowered his shoulder, and I bet he just dislocated it. Not really an Iowa guy, but isn't it just a shame that Nebraska lost and isn't bowl eligible? Dude, Dave, what I don't like about my boss is an Iowa guy, big time, and we're both Big Ten. And this Iowa team cruises through the West almost every year with Rafe LaFrance, and they can't score any points. They can't get a quarterback that's competent enough to score points. It's like watching a Pittsburgh Steelers game. I don't get it. How is the Big Ten West so much more trash every single year? I'm just saying. I it blows me away that they'll get a good bowl bid. They play great defense, but they can't score points. What happens when all the Pac-12 teams come in? I mean, how are they going to do that? Now we've got them from coast to coast now, because Maryland and Rutgers all the way to USC and whatever else is up there. Panther, please don't take this the wrong way, but Matt Rule is probably one of the smartest people I've ever had the privilege of reading about. Because basically he got paid a huge contract that he didn't have to finish, and then got paid another huge contract to go coach at Nebraska, and it doesn't care if he wins or not. Matt Rule is right up there with Josh McDaniels. Oh, haven't even been watching the game here, been chatting. Let's see what happens. There was an offsides penalty there. Oh, they were going for the touchdown throw to Garrett Wilson, and he just couldn't hold on. Nice try by Garrett Wilson. Well, SEC is pretty spot on in football. There's the handoff, and he's going to be close on 1st and 5 to getting it. He's going to get about 3 yards. There goes Holland into the tent. He had the pick six before halftime. Second down and 1. Boyle fires. It's caught. Completed down at the 1 yard line. Oh, I got you. You know, I would like to see the Big Ten East compete with the SEC. There's a throw to the end zone. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Tim Boyle. Tim freaking Boyle finally gets a score. And Jets fans rejoice. We can score a touchdown. We can. Tim Boyle. Garrett Wilson come on the crossing route is open and gets hit with a dime. 27-12. Extra point is up and good. 2-score game, 14 minutes to go. Yeah, when's the last time Zach Wilson threw a touchdown? I love how they showed the Black Friday football with the Amazon boxes. That's pretty cute. Tim freaking Boyle. I know I saw the at halftime of this Tulane game, I saw the uniforms. They look like little bumblebees. You know, this feels like this has been the longest football game we've watched in a long time. It feels that way.
They are. I can't remember the name of that stupid conference that they used to be in. South Carolina's women beat Mississippi Valley State 101-19. Oh my gosh. 101-19. Ooh, Clemson, South Carolina. Dude, that was a shot that quarterback from UTSA took from Tulane. Hitting the back. Oh, kickoff was there. Where did we get to? Almost out to the 50. Man. That's a fair point, Dave. Let's see if Tua can turn the ball over one more time today. Handoff. There goes Mostert. I think so, Dave. I haven't really got much chance to watch him yet. And they're showing it. They're showing the repair. That is the repair that's going to have to be made. Look at that. There's the flip back. Mostert's going to go over. He's going to slide down. It's going to bring up third down and about 7 as he loses 2 yards there. They're calling it Hail Mary. Oh. No. Dave, I've watched a ton of basketball so far. I love watching speed games where they take the 2.5 hours, they cut it down to an hour, and then you can cut it down even more if you want to. There's the handoff. Mostert's trying to get the edge. He's got the first down. He gets knocked out of bounds, and they're going to let the clock run here. Robert Zala and the Jets only have 1 timeout left. This game wore me out. Absolutely wore me out. Makes me want to take a nap. And it's only 6 o'clock. 1st and 10. There's the handoff again. Mostert's going to bust through. Uh-oh. He's gone. Raheem Mostert is going to get all the way into the end zone for another touchdown. And he's going to put Alex in line.
to win her bet. That's all I'm worried about now is if she wins her bet or not. He was gone, wasn't he, Panther? Look at that. This Jets team, they are gassed on defense. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if he would have just took a knee or slid down. Seen that happen before, too. Dave, it's clearly a coaching issue. Start the petition. All right, there's the kickoff. Me neither, Dave. I'm boycotting buying anything that has a jet on it, except for I'm buying Alex a Zach Wilson t-shirt. But that's a Christmas present. I would never wear it. The man, the myth, the legend, Tim Boyle gets sacked and fumbles. And the Jets do recover it, though. And he's limping. If this Miami defense has beat him up, then Wilson 316 says I just banged your mom. And there's the screen pass. And that's going to be number 89. Not sure who that is. Or Record or Jeremy. Maybe it's Eckert now. Third down 10. It's going to fire. Lets it go. Caught. Oh, what a throw. And catch by Zach Wilson. Or not Zach Wilson. Garrett Wilson makes the catch. No, it wasn't Zach Wilson. Don't get your hopes up. Two minutes and 31 seconds to go. Ball's at the 36. Boyle's back to pass. He drops it down. It's for Dalvin Cook, incomplete. You know, isn't it funny, Dave? I mean, comparatively speaking, on one avenue, you've got Nathaniel Hackett, who nobody's even questioning his ability as OC and running this god-awful offense that the Jets running. And then you have Matt Canada and Kenny Pickett, and everybody blames the OC. It has nothing to do with the quarterback. Both have decent skill position players and very similar style quarterbacks. one team, one's the fault, and the other team, the other's definitely the fault, or at least the way people are looking at it. So which one's really got the problem? Is Hackett a bad OC, or is Canada a bad OC? And they both have garbage quarterbacks. I know you'll probably defend Hackett because of his time in Green Bay. But just saying. Pittsburgh does have a better O-line. Okay, that's a fair point. So, but by that, you're saying that that's more Kenny Pickett's fault than Zach Wilson in this instance. So, based on what you've seen thus far, if you had to pick a quarterback and an offensive coordinator, and your choices were Hackett, Canada, Pickett, and Zach Wilson, who would the two guys be that you would take? Boyle's back to throw, 1st and 10. He drops it off, completed, and it's going to be 7 yards on 1st down. And that is Gibson, and he's running off the field. I don't think they're great. Uh-oh, Boyle unloads down the field, and it's overthrown. Hackett and Pickett. See, that's kind of where I would have went too, so I got to say. Oh, of course. And Boyle's going to be smothered for a loss on 3rd and 3. They're going to get one more shot at it here. And this Jet O-line is atrocious. I know, but it's just interesting it's interesting to me because this Jets quarterback problem is just a quarterback problem, and this Pittsburgh scoring problem is an OC problem. It has nothing to do with the quarterback. I just find it interesting that both are very similar, but the narrative is completely different. And that will be the ball game today, as they do not get the 1st down on 4th down, and Mr. Zala is walking with his arms crossed, and their upcoming schedule is Atlanta, Houston, at Miami, the Jets and Washington, and then at Cleveland. The Fins got at Washington, Tennessee, the Jets again, Dallas, and at Baltimore. The Fins need to win a couple more games for sure. Tua's getting ready to take a knee. That will finish the game. They don't even let Tua go take the knee. Skylar Thompson, I guess, is who was out there, or Mike White. Zala and McDaniels meet in the middle for a hug.
Jets O-line was been horrible today. Not only did they have penalties, they didn't block very well. They've had Canada since Roethlisberger had him, so, but it didn't stop him from winning. I love conversation like that because it's a great talking point. But Tua and the Dolphins inevitably get the dub today on the first Black Friday game by Amazon Prime. After I close the stream down, leave a comment today. It'd be cool. Let me know what you think about today's stream, today's game, the 100-yard pick six. There's all kinds of good stuff that we can talk about. I had made comments that I might be here tomorrow for the Ohio State-Michigan game, but noon is way too early for me to be in here. I've got errands to run tomorrow. I don't think I will make it back in time. I barely made it home in time for this. So Sunday afternoon and then Sunday night will be the next times that we're in here. Sunday afternoon, I'm in here for basketball. But you guys have been great today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I definitely appreciate it. And look what I got here. And I will chit-chat a little bit for a second before I close it. Just got to find an overlay. There we go. This one's Alex's favorite. Peace.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium